So can you switch names on a property deed or quitclaim deed in order to avoid liens or judgments? This is Dave at TitleSearch.com. Keep in mind, if somebody is looking to put a property in another name to kind of get out of liens or get out of judgments, it may actually make a problem worse. And if you're going to do this, or if you have this scenario you're looking at, get good legal advice from an attorney. But here's typically what happens. Properties in the name, let's say, John Smith, and John Smith has some liens or some debt coming up, and he wants to put it in another person's name so it doesn't attach to that property. Unless he puts it in Mary Jones's name. Well, the lien attaches when filed, or even sometimes when the judgment's created. So if that lien was originated before that property is transferred, it might already attach to that property. Second problem is the transfer might make it look even worse. Look, the prior record of that ownership by John Smith still exists. The deed in John Smith's name is still going to be sitting in that records book where it was from day one. It's not going to go away. It's not going to be erased by the fact that it was transferred to another person's name. That deed is still going to be in that same records book. So the transfer might make it look worse, especially if it's a quitclaim deed, if it's some kind of hastily prepared deed, if there's not any kind of transfer of money or transfer of funds for that property. If it's just put in somebody else's name, the question is going to be, well, why would you give away a property without getting funds? You can put on the deed that there was a price for it, but if there's a allegation of fraudulent transfer, they're going to want to see that the funds actually changed hands. It wasn't just on paper only. So if you do all this type of transfer of property to try to avoid a lien or to try to hide assets, instead of having a snapshot of one person owning the property, now you have a pattern, and that pattern might indicate that somebody's trying to move assets around to obscure them from another person, and that might indicate bad faith. If you have more questions, get good legal advice. We can run a title search for you, TitleSearch.com, to let you know what your property looks like or what a property record of title might indicate to outside viewers.